Oh, easy. So today we got a Hovsco Hovbeta e-bike. So we're gonna go ahead, just talk about it and see all the cool stuff this bike has to offer. It is a foldable e-bike, so really nice. The handlebars just fold down, the bike folds in half. If you're limited to space, this is a perfect bike. It's very compact, very easy to fit. It will fit in an SUV. You also could fold the pedals. All you have to do is just slide in and folds up. So you have disc brakes in the front, disc brakes in the back. This thing has a 750 watt motor. I like the other bikes that come with a cadence sensor. This thing has a torque sensor, and I'll explain in a little bit what that means. What's nice is the seat goes really low and also high, same with the handlebar, so you could have a wide range of riders on this thing. Love the color of this bike. It's like a candy red, really nice color. It has 20-inch tires, so we'll go test it out, how well it does on the sand. So here's the display. It is a little bit hard to see when it's bright. I don't know if you could adjust the brightness of it. You might not be able to tell on the camera, but it's a really nice big display. Here's your plus and minus for the levels. You got a light, and then you got some trip information. It has a thumb throttle on the left side, which is nice. Really simple and easy to use. So you have a headlight in the front, and then you have a battery operated tail light. So to take this off, I had a hard time finding how to take this off. All you have to do is just pry it right underneath here, and this thing just pops off like this. And then you just remove the little plastic piece and then plug it back in, and that's it. I do want to mention that it might look like the display is flickering on screen. It does not flicker in real life. It's just the frame rate of the camera and the display are just not syncing up. So it does not flicker in real life. Just wanted to make that clear. So out of the box, this thing is actually class 2, meaning it's only going to go 20 miles an hour. If you do download the app, you can unlock it to level 3, and this thing will go up to 28 miles an hour. You do have to assemble it a little bit when it first arrives. It's not really that hard, pretty straightforward. I think it took me about like 30 minutes to set it up. It comes with all the tools you need. It comes with a really nice box, really well packaged. It has the pedals in it, it will have the charger. Also has a nice looking toolkit. Really nice package. Like I said, it's pretty easy to assemble it. So this thing having a torque sensor, it feels a lot more natural. So the difference between a cadence sensor and a torque sensor, with the cadence, it doesn't matter how much force you put into the pedals, as long as there's some kind of movement, it will kick in and give full power until it reaches the limit of where, you know, what pedal assist it's set to. So if you're in pedal assist 2, let's say, and you start pedaling, it will kick in, give full power, and then it will just top off to, let's say, 10 miles an hour, and then turn off the motor. The torque depends how fast you're spinning. I'll give you guys an example real quick. We'll go down this hill, then we go back up, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Now I'm pedal assist 5. I'm going really slow. As you guys can see, I'm pedaling really slow, just really smooth. And there's gonna be a hill right here, and again, it's giving a little bit of power. Once I start pedaling faster, it just kicks in. So that's the really nice thing about torque sensors, that they're so smooth. The handlebars on this thing feels really comfortable. You could just put your hands like this and rest them, and it's really nice and comfortable. I've driven this bike about 25 miles in one day and no complaints. I mean, it feels very comfortable. You sit in a good position, you don't get tired. It's a really good cruiser bike. If you want to just cruise around along the beach, you know, the city, this thing's a really nice cruiser. You know, one of the things I really like about this bike is that you could be in pedal assist 5 and you don't even have to go that fast, pedal fast. and you know the bike is not just going to take off or anything like that. So they say if you're using just the throttle alone, you'll go about 40 miles range. And if you're pedaling, it'll go about 60 miles, which is not bad. It's pretty good for this bike. Also, the bike is not too heavy. It is lighter compared to the other bikes I've reviewed, so it's really easy to load it up. And like I said, being foldable, you could just throw it in an SUV and just go wherever you want to go. And right now I'm just going to be using throttle, and it's pretty torquey. You got some, definitely got some little torque. You probably could even pop a wheelie on this thing. Oh yeah. Woo. Oh yeah, this thing has some pretty good torque to it. It's a very, very nice, comfortable bike.
My best friend?
Well, let's just see how well this thing goes. I guess a little bit on dirt. You know, with the 20-inch tires, should do pretty good in the sand. Yeah, it's getting through. Not too hard. The fat tires do help out quite a bit on the sand. I mean, that was, you know, if it was super soft sand, it might have given it trouble, but it did pretty good on that kind of sand. Let's go see if we could go in there, do a little bit of exploring. This is why it's cool to have an e-bike and find some new spots. This thing is great for off-roading too. Oh, there's a little uphill right there. Let's see, we're gonna have to start pedaling pretty hard. Oh, easy. Oh, nice. Look at all these jumps over here. Dude, this would be cool for RC cars too. Yeah, look what I found, guys. Nice little jumps. Yeah, that is cool. So I'm just gonna go full throttle, see how well this thing takes off. We're going about like 5 miles an hour. Oh yeah. Now we're going about 5 miles, and now let's try to pedal. Woo! This thing picks up speed so fast. Top speed right there. See if we we could get the top speed or not. So it looks like it doesn't matter if you're what level you are, it will still go full speed. We were in level 3 and this thing still went 26 miles an hour. So we're going to another spot where I've tested a few e-bikes on this hill to see if it goes up. It's not really too steep, it's just a little bit longer. So we'll go ahead and test it out on this bike. It's the same thing, I'll do just throttle and then we'll see with pedaling. Come on, come on. It's going. Oh, yeah. Impressive. I thought it wouldn't make it the last couple of feet, but it just kept going and going very slowly, but it did it. I feel like if it was a maybe, you know, a heavier person, I probably wouldn't. But it pulled up. It did good. So now let's go do pedaling. Obviously, it's going to do it, but we'll just see how much easier it is. Oh yeah. Woo. Even a little wheelie in the end. Yeah, pedaling way easier. Yeah, this bike, it definitely has some power. Whew. Okay, we're gonna try to find a rope swing around here. I didn't really bring any swimming shorts, but I seen a rope swing here in the winter time when I was riding around, and I've never actually jumped off of it. I tried to do a double backflip. Halfway through I noticed not enough momentum or speed, and I just kind of went for it and it fell right on my back. Overall guys, fun bike, really cool. Good to find, you know, new spots, just kind of cruise around, do some adventures, you know, good off-roading, good on the city. Really just overall a really good bike. And like I said, the torque sensor makes it just really smooth transition between, you know, pedaling and then the motor just kicking in all the time. So I have a link down below, go check it out guys. Thank you guys for watching, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.